But your ride was not short. Your ride went on for decades.
Yeah.
It went on for a long time.
Yeah.
It was not a short-lived career. It was not
Still going.
Oh, that's
Still
true.
going. I can't believe it.
I mean,
It's like,
how often does Donald Trump say, come perform at Mar-a-Lago, right?
oh, I love it, man. It's a huge honor. And
Yeah.
it's a great thing that I do that. And I get them dancing in there and everything. And it's, yeah, it's just awesome.
What is the incident that happened with Suge Knight?
Suge Knight was a guy that learned about publishing, and he had already gotten some publishing from people like Eazy-E and some other people,
Right.
Royalties basically, and even people like that were like, he came to me and said, "Hey Ice, we're going to be in a fraternity." I said, "Cool, man. I'm going to be in here with Eazy-E and all these." He listed the whole people, Arsenio Hall, Eddie Murphy, all these people. I was like, "They're in the fraternity too?" He's like, "Yeah, just sign these papers." I said, "Okay, I'm in the fraternity." I signed them, and it was points. I don't know what's a point, and that's how I learned about publishing. So I was never bitter about it because I ended up with way more money than I ever thought I would.
Right.
And I never was into it for the money. I told you earlier, it was kind of for the girls. I was really young. I was just writing poetry for the girls, man. And it led to one thing to another. And it was never motivated by, let me go see how much money I can make by my poetry and making these songs and try to make commercial songs. I didn't really think about any of that. It just did my stuff, right?
Right.
And what a crazy world it turned out to be, you know? And to be sitting here with Sean Hannity today in 2026, when I started this in September of 1990, it's still going. It's crazy.
That is a low moment of your career sitting here. This is not, maybe dating Madonna. All right, I got to ask about that. How long did you date Madonna for?
I can't talk about that because I'm married, man. But
oh, wait a minute. No, you could talk about dating her. It was before you got married.
Yeah, but it's respect for my wife. She was. There's nothing to really say anyway. I wish there was. Like, I want to give people something really exciting. Like, oh my God, he said that, and it was really just. It's like two people. They have to, once the cameras go away, they have to either like each other or they don't, and they have to be themselves and two people. It's not like the world's watching.
Did you date for a while?
Yeah, I dated her for a little over a year.
Okay.
It was crazy. It was during that sex book thing that she did.
Right, at that time.
I was like, man, I don't want to be a part of this. What did you just do?
Do you remember
Oh my God. Do you remember she was pornographic? Have you guys seen that sex book?
No, I haven't read it.
No. It's X-rated, man.
Is it really?
Oh my God, Madonna. And that's what happened. So.
Do you remember she did some documentary and Warren Beatty was in it?
Yeah.
And there's a moment where like they're filming every aspect of her life. And Warren Beatty actually says to her, what's the point if we're not going to do it on camera? I mean, you want everything in your life to be on camera. Was she like that then, that it had to be on camera, it had to be public?
There was times where the camera was rolling and she would just come out and be the other Madonna. There was about 7 of them, I counted. I don't want to sit here and air her laundry. It's just kind of a funny thing. It was, so
Would you say it was mostly a good relationship?
I love my wife, man. She's awesome and cool. But yeah, I would just say, it was a moment of my life that I can laugh about and go, oh my God, did that really happen?
When's the last time you ever talked to her?
Who, Madonna?
Yeah.
No, I haven't spoke to her in years. She's a sweetheart. She's a superstar, legend, man.
Yeah.
I wish her the best. She's awesome,
Yeah.
It's Madonna, bro. She's part of the American culture too, And that's what we were talking about earlier is culture. And I believe that culture has faded away. And pop culture, people don't even really understand what that means. And everything you mentioned earlier was about pop culture. You remember when we were in school, you had the people that listened to like Motley Crue.
Right.
You could go look at a guy, and if he had like a mohawk on and a leather jacket, he probably listened to the Ramones or the Sex Pistols. And you look over there, and there's a kid with a Fila sweatsuit on, which was me, and a gold rope chain, fake one, spinning around, listening to hip hop. You could tell without even talking to the person what kind of music they listen to, what kind of, you could just look at them. That's called pop culture, where fashion meets everything that's going on in life with, music. And now, since 2007, the iPhone came out in computers. That's why I say computers have ruined the world, because they have eliminated pop culture. Pop culture's gone, and it's going faster than everything with AI coming in. There's not even going to be any new artists. Half the playlist I listen to right now is amazing songs. They're all AI. Well, and that's just what's happening, is that the evolution of all this is taking over right now, and it's just makes me want to go back to the 90s so bad.
It doesn't want you to go. You want to go back?
Bad. I
Yeah.
just want to throw away my iPhone and go back. I'll take a flip phone, but forget the text.
You want a flip phone?
Remember the flip phone before the texting? Because this little texting thing was a nightmare in the beginning.
Okay. You go through a period, you step away from music for a while. Okay. This is, if I had to describe it, I'd say this is the dark period of your life.
Yeah.
Heroin use?
Not so much that. I did try that, but it was just as bad. It didn't matter because what happened
You were
was,
doing a lot of drugs?
Well, yeah. It started with legal drugs. Ecstasy. Remember how it was
Yeah.
illegal before?
Was it legal? I never knew that.
It was legal in the 80s, man.
Was it
Like,
really?
wow, I love everybody. This is great. And I can't get arrested for this. This is awesome. And then, I became famous. And then, like, I never knew what the machine of the industry would do to me. I was one person. Now I know how to separate the artificial world of entertainment and Rob Van Winkle, just me, the motocrosser kid, the jackass, whatever, right? And I didn't know that at the time, so it was very hard for me. And that wave that I was on was never enjoyable. Like, I've sold over 680 million records and never enjoyed it.
How many records?
680 million.
You sold 680 million records.
Yes. Never enjoyed a moment of it. And it was ripped away from me.
Why did you not enjoy one moment of that?
Everything's going too fast, man. It was so fast I couldn't slow down.
You couldn't absorb it.
And couldn't absorb anything. And then I got put in the whirlwind of everything. Nobody's got a violin for you. I'm young. I didn't know about publishing, which I learned about it. It wasn't just Suge Knight. There was also lawsuits and Queen and David Bowie. There's a whole lot of stuff.
What was that lawsuit with Queen and David Bowie?
I sampled that with Ice Ice Baby. And now I ended up, basically owning the song.
You settled it.
Okay. I paid $4 million, but even like I had to pay $8 million for like you remember the song it was Wild Cherry and it was Play That Funky Music.
Yeah.
$8 million for that one. These were samples. And this was before, I'm not the first person to sample music, right? Like it had been done before me, but I'm the first one to sell that many records. So now it's like, hey.
So they tried to get royalties
They had
from
a
it.
whole new building open up called sample clearances.
How common is that?
Puff Daddy was doing it all behind me and making them a lot of money. So
They call me Sean Puff Hannity right now. I just got puffed up on steroids because I lost my voice and I hurt my neck. Let's go back to the dark period, though, because I found this interesting. Now, I saw conflicting reports. One, that you did do heavy drugs for a while.
Yeah.
How
I
long?
had 3 years that lasted. I mean, I had a weekend that lasted 3 years. And
A weekend that lasted 3 years?
Yeah.
You were on a bender for 3 years?
And I didn't know. I was trying to escape reality, and I learned that there's nobody else going to fix me but me. So I have a lot of self-discipline through motocross. And I said, this is just ridiculous. I should be the happiest person in the world doing what I just did. It's like winning the lottery 10 times better. You should love the fame. You should be happy with everything, and you can buy a car. Cool.
Well, what was making you unhappy, do you think?
Oh, man, the drugs themselves, the dumbness of it. And I had bad influences around me, and I thought that's what rock stars were supposed to do. I didn't know, man. It was cool for the moment, and then all of a sudden you come down the next day and you're like, oh, God, I feel like crap.
Were there people around you that stole from you, took advantage of you? A lot.
Yes, all of it. Fake, artificial people all around me and everything, and I didn't know how to separate my life. You think of Justin Bieber, he had a moment where he was, pissing on old men off the bridge and stuff, driving a Lamborghini naked down A1A. You heard about all those stories, right?
Yeah.
He's pulled over in drugs. And he was so lost. And you got to understand how to separate that artificial world to the real person. And once I learned that, I was good. I went back to riding motocross. I started a family, get married, and, in construction and doing real things in life.
That to me is the greatest transition ever.